Good morning, Odell Dragons, and welcome to your WROP News. Today is Monday, January 6th, 2020. It is day 5 of Week A, which is FitLab and Makerspace rotation. We do not start having FitLab in recess until Wednesday, so it is FitLab and Makerspace today. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Your weather for today is a high of 59 degrees with sunny skies. The wind will be nice and light, less than 5 miles per hour. Overnight tonight, we're looking at a low of 34. Your lunch menu for today is chicken and waffles, grilled cheese, tomato soup, French fries, and fruit. Have a great lunch. Now it's time for Motivation Monday. This month's character trait is self-control. Self-control is especially important when we are at school, so here's your quote. Self-control is knowing you can, but deciding you won't. So see if you can take a moment to think about, what does that quote mean? What does it mean to know you can, but decide you won't? Let's think about that for a second before we move on. Since we just got back from break, let's review some of our PBIS expectations for school. So you may think that a lot of this looks and sounds familiar, but that's because it's a review. We're going back over what we already know. Now let's learn about some of our classroom behavior expectations from our PBIS teams.
Today called David Gets in
I
Trouble.
read that last night at home. It was so
Odell.
Dragons.
Thank you for your attention. Can I please have the pencils off the mat? We don't need to bring our pencils to the mat. Thank you. And we don't need to throw anything because somebody might get hurt. Thank you for answering me when I called you. And let's remember about being safe while we're in our classroom and on the mat. I need everyone to sit crisscross applesauce and put your hands in your lap. You look like great dragons you are. Good job, girls.
After watching that video, what did you notice? I noticed that when the teacher said Odell, all the students responded with dragons, and they got quiet and were paying attention. I also noticed that all of the students followed the teacher's directions the first time. Let's watch another video and see what else we should be doing in the classroom.
Gets in trouble.
Dragons.
Thank you. Now, if you need to tell me something about this story, I need you to raise your hand to talk to me. Jennifer, thank you for raising your hand. What would you like to say?
That's a really good story. My mommy read it to me the other night before I went to bed.
I am so happy to hear that you've already read it. And you know what? It's okay to read a book again. I want you to listen and see if you learned something new you didn't hear the last time. Yes.
I went to the beach and saw that book at the bookstore.
Did you read it at the bookstore?
I did.
Did you like it?
I loved it.
Good. I hope you like it again today. Yes, Sarah, the last question.
I went to the beach too. It was fun.
Was it fun? I love the beach. It's my favorite place. Let's continue
I
with
like
our
it.
book, and you can raise your hands when we're finished, and we can talk about it in a few minutes. David Gets in Trouble by David Shannon. I wonder if the author is the character.
What did you notice this time? So what about now? I noticed that the students raised their hand when they wanted to speak and that they were sitting crisscross applesauce in their own spaces and they weren't touching each other when sitting and listening to the teacher read a book aloud. Those are all good things to do inside of our classroom.